So before we go on, I would like to have a point of order. So we do have a gentleman with the tripod there.
I have already asked the clerk. I'm waiting for her response on that.
Point of order.
What's your point?
I believe the council member was talking to the chair, and there was an audience member speaking out of turn.
All right, you can have one.
A request for information.
What's your request?
Oh, y'all, please, can we have a decent meeting with respectfully? Yeah. Are we waiting for a legal opinion from the attorney or from
I'm
the
asking the
clerk?
clerk. I've asked the clerk.
No, you can keep going. I'm just pulling up the resolution that was adopted.
Pardon?
You can continue, and I'm
Okay.
just pulling up the resolution as
Okay,
adopted.
thank you very much. All right. So
Request
it's
for
now time,
information,
what is your
Madam Chair.
request?
I'm gonna say a point of order. Through you two, she's waiting on,
What's your point of order?
my point of order is regarding the resolution to the city, because if this, we are waiting
Your
on.
point of order is always to the chair.
Okay, Judy, to whoever today. So,
Excuse
we're
me,
getting-
point of order.
Here
What's
we
your
go.
point?
The colleague in the 6th Ward is not allowed to disrespect the chair. That's the point.
Go ahead, Ms. Burns.
So,
Go ahead, Ms. Burns.
My question is, the tripod ordinance that was passed, it was for a tripod. I don't believe it said singly or freestanding. And I think I don't know, she's asking the city attorney, because I believe, through you to the city attorney, I believe it says tripod,
No,
as in
no,
three.
ma'am, you cannot address the city attorney,
y'all
only
are
myself.
ridiculous.
I am waiting for the clerk's response.
then
She
I'm
will get
asking
back
you,
with me.
Okay, I'm asking you, do you know if the ordinance said, or through you to the chair or to the attorney, are you telling me I can't speak to the city attorney? Or ask him a question?
Not as a point of order, you must address the chair, the
Okay,
chair.
well, request for information then.
What is your request?
Request to you to the city attorney. I would like to know the tripod.
Point of order.
What is your
That's
point?
not how this works.
No.
Being on council this
Go
long, we
ahead.
should know this.
Go
Listen,
ahead. Madam,
listen.
excuse me.
Hold on,
The
hold
clerk
on.
is back with an answer.
I still had the floor before.
But I just took it away
before
from you.
You know what?
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell y'all what. Y'all,
Madam-
you gonna be here by yourself today. And I'm not even talking to her down there, but I'm asking you as the chair.
Point of order.
What's your point?
She's
This is great.
she is
I'm talking
taking
to
the
the
floor
chair.
using privileged
I'm
motion.
asking like you did. I said point of order. You're intervening. You're taking
Point of
the floor.
order.
What's your
You
point?
already stated the point of order to the chair, and point of order was denied. So we're waiting.
No, I
so
did
we're
I
waiting
did a
on.
request for information.
And I denied that, and the clerk just came back.
Listen.
Madam Clerk, what does the sign say? What is the
A
ordinance?
tripod.
Excuse me,
Thank you.
what does the resolution say? Madam Clerk, are you prepared to answer that at this point? Or shall we continue to the consent agenda?
You can continue.
Okay, well, it's now time for the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
so moved.
it's been moved by the Councilwoman in the Second Ward. Is there support? Okay, there's been a total separation. Huh? Of course. And then she'll leave. Okay, the first resolution is,
Thank you. So, we have no clue what's happening. Only thing we know is that the councilwoman in the 6th Ward told him to separate everything on the agenda, then he did so. And so we don't
what's your
have.
point?
You're just lying.
That-
You're just lying.
I mean, just like he didn't call me a monkey or jump at me or
Well,
have his brother
excuse me,
come and
that's out of
intimidate
order.
me, but that's fine.
That's out of order.
So moving on.
That's out of order. Go ahead.
So,
Cannot address
so
past
we have,
instances.
it sounds like that,
Point of
it's
order.
some knowledge that,
Point of order.
What is your point? What is your point?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of points. One is page 26, section 3-0104, that you must respect and show decorum for your colleagues and also the residents. You're not doing that. I'm not being disrespectful, but you're being very hasty.
What is your
Now, my next point is Robert's Rules 43.21, speaking to my motives. I absolutely did not ask him to separate, so she is a big liar. A big liar. I didn't ask him to do that. Did not.
Request for information.
What is your request?
I was wondering if my colleague in the 6th Ward knows that I heard her ask if he was going to separate, and then he turned around and said total separation.
No, that is not saying separate. No,
all right.
difference.
You just
I
said you didn't say it.
separate.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
Argue.
Thank you.
Got you too.
People, please, I did rule that point of order out of order, so go ahead with that. Go ahead.
all right, thank you. It's not, but point of order, Madam Chair. So just checking in with the clerk about the, because I see we have we have a tripod to join us in the front row.
Okay. Madam Chair.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, you are out of order. Go ahead, Madam Clerk.
Madam Chair, the resolution that was adopted by the council on May 29th, 2024, resolution adopting a designated videography area in city council chambers, freestanding camera stands. The resolved paragraph states that all use of freestanding camera stands, including but not limited to tripods, camera stands, and other physical devices used to support or elevate cameras, cell phones, or other video recording devices, is restricted to an area to be designated by the city clerk in the northeast corner of the city council chambers during those meetings. Persons in violation of this resolution will be deemed to be acting in a disorderly fashion and shall be ordered to leave the meeting. And any unattended video equipment shall be deemed abandoned. So if there is any stands or anything used, a physical device to support the camera, then it is in violation of the resolution.
So I'm going to ask the two gentlemen in front who are having stands that hold their cameras to either go back to the videography area or to remove themselves from this meeting.
Request for information.
What's your request?
Did it say freestanding?
Or
It's
any-
not freestanding.
It says,
It's not free, those are not
it
freestanding,
also
those
says,
are
or
being held.
anything that elevates.
It's not being elevated above their head.
Madam Clerk, can you read that part again, please? Doesn't matter, it's the rules.
All
A
use-
point of order.
What's your point?
Yeah, so we have the gentleman in the 9th Ward is speaking to the colleagues' motives, saying that we don't want them here. We just
No,
want
the
everybody to be
colleagues
compliant
are
to the
speaking
same
to their
rules.
own motives.
So that's what we
Your
would like to have.
actions are speaking to
He's
your
out of
motives.
order.
You are out of order, Mr. Jarrett.
You know what? I got a
ma'am.
dying relative at a hospital tonight. Call me out of order. Give me a second so I can go home and be with my family. Do that.
You are getting your order. You are out of order. And that's your first warning.
You're burning my fucking ear!
So Madam Chair, is he released from this meeting? The guy that just
Yes.
yelled out. And then what about
Madam,
Go ahead.
Councilwoman, let me deal with it, please. I am the chair, not you.
Request for information.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, could you please reread the part again about the freestanding and elevated?
Mr. Jarrett has a request for information.
Oh, I'm sorry, did not hear you, Mr. Jarrett. Okay, go ahead, Ms.
It
Dunn.
says, all use of freestanding camera stands, including but not limited to tripods, camera stands, and other physical devices used to support or elevate cameras, cell phones, or other video recording devices is restricted to an area to be designated by the city clerk in the northeast corner of the city council chambers.
Okay, seeing that those are used to elevate the cameras, you must go back to the videography area or remove yourself
Point of
from this
order.
meeting, or I
Point
will
of
have you
order.
removed. What?
It says freestanding. Freestanding, anything that is freestanding that is used to elevate it.
Point of order.
What's your point?
I did give that to the city attorney so that he could take a look. He may need time to look at it, because he did not have that before. So, I mean, this, I wish, can we just go on with the meeting while they're figuring out?
I did not receive
Oh, it didn't come through?
anything, no.
Okay, I'll resend it.
Okay, we will pause that on that, but I am asking you to remove yourself as soon as we get an opinion. Go ahead. This is the, that's my time. I'm gonna take a minute and, Attorney Wallace, can you please give me your opinion on the camera stand issue, please?
Yes, I can. Okay, after looking at the definition under Merriam-Webster, standing alone or on its own foundation, free of support or attachment. So it's either or, standing alone or on its own foundation, free of support. The resolution 240181 says that all use of freestanding camera stands, including but not limited to tripods, camera stands, and physical devices used to support or elevate cameras. Cell phones or other video recording devices is restricted to an area designated by the city clerk in the northeast corner of the city council chambers. So the resolution doesn't just speak to tripods. It speaks to any other type of device that is used to support or elevate a camera. Therefore, it's my legal opinion that whether it's a tripod standing on its own or a single device that's used to elevate or to support a camera, it should be restricted to the northeast corner.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to go back to the back corner, please.
Request for information.
What's your request?
So my request is, so when we're looking at the definition, standing alone, it is not standing alone. His is one leg and needs assistance, or it's foundation free of support. It's not free of support because it takes his hand to balance it. So,
It also says elevate, so he must be removed. He is elevating the camera.
Just weaponization of fucking.
I'm doing it. You don't know, do you? You don't want to get that question. You bald-headed guy. Go ahead. Be whispering. What's up? Who you got this? One of the coattails. Look at him.
RL.
And
All right.
request for, point of order. In addition to people that have been removed from the meeting, they are not at liberty to block the doorway, hence the public safety plan.
Correct. Can you make sure that the doorway is clear from people who have been removed from the meeting? Thank you.
Po-
This
point-
is the
point
second
of
round
order.
of discussion. What is your point?
Where is it stating, if they're out the meeting, they're now in the public, there is no rule stating that they can't stand by the doorway. People, she just walked by.
This is-
Point of order-
It's
point of
not
order.
obstructing
What is your
anything.
point?
Point of order.
What is your point?
So if they are removed from the meeting and this is the only thing happening in the building right now, if they're removed from here, they should actually leave the building.
Point of order.
What's your point?
We have zero jurisdiction outside of this chambers.
Exactly.
Zero.